Yo, 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 what up? It's your boy Kev,
It's your boy Joe.
and we are back in the Lizab.
Mm-hmm.
It's a great time to be alive. We're breathing. We got roofs over our head. We're blessed.
Yeah, survivors of 2020.
Survivors of 2020. That is definitely our title. Today we got a special guest in the building.
He's not really a guest, I don't
Yeah,
feel
he's
like.
not a guest no more.
He's
This is more just like family. We in
Yeah.
the lab, you know. Might catch him on All American maybe. Sometimes. Nothing too big.
Some slight.
Grownish, you know what I'm saying? The boys, the way back with Ben Affleck. We got our guy Davinchi in the building.
Hey.
Yo, what's up?
Like I said, man, he's not a good. We don't care about this dude. He's nah, this the guy. It's the family. What's up, bro? You good?
Good, I'm good, man. I appreciate y'all.
Definitely appreciate you for coming through. We know you're busy. You know you about to start shooting season 3,
Yes,
which the
sir.
world has been waiting on.
Yeah.
How you know you got any secrets for us on season 3?
I hope they give me a good shorty.
What color do you want it to be?
Oh, wow, that's
I'm
a
just
good one.
playing. Just a joke, guys. But
Whatever,
nah, have you got any?
whatever color God wants her to come in.
I like that. He's not Darnell. He's not dying or anything, is he? We don't want him to. He ain't.
Nah. I think he's gonna stay alive.
I hope so.
I think they like him too much to kill him.
I hope they don't do you like that. I'd really have to go talk
If
to
anything,
somebody.
I'll go to another high school. If I'm shooting another show, I'll probably just leave, go to high school.
Get the bag.
Yeah.
Get the bag. Real quick, just touching on that, man. What's your, you've obviously, since we've last had you on the show, you were with us in the grassroots phase.
Yeah.
We were shooting on an iPhone in the living room.
Yeah.
With a ring light.
We was in the backyard, had a little tent up. There
Yeah.
was mosquitoes and flies and
And then we
Y'all
knocked you off
struggling.
at ping pong. But we won't talk about that.
We did do that. I forgot
def-
about
I
that.
definitely beat you like twice though, Kev. Chill out.
Maybe once. Nah. But
You definitely didn't beat me. So I don't know about all that other
No, I
stuff.
think Joe lost a lot too.
he- yeah, you did. You got better. You definitely progressed. I'll give you that. But
Joe, right?
since you were last with us, man, you had just booked All American. How was we were just talking, and you weren't even sure. You kind of had a feeling of how the story of how he was going to be. You thought he said he was going to be a real antagonist. He ended up being sort of an antagonist, but he's actually kind of a good guy.
Yeah.
What is
I'm glad they did that.
Yeah, facts. Because I'd like you fit. Not that you couldn't play the antagonist, but you fit that. Like how they have him is like great for you. I feel. You know what I'm saying? Not saying that you couldn't do the ranges and stuff, but how has life changed for you from the first time we had you on to now?
Life has become hella stressful.
Stressful.
It's a blessing, but
More money, more problems.
yeah, who much is given, much is required. So it's just like I'm just, it's a whole new level, which means it's new lessons that's taught. I got to go through a whole different level of just a whole new curriculum
Preach.
of life, basically. You know what I'm saying? Because this thing called, I hate saying fame or celebrity or whatever, but it comes with like, when you're on TV, I feel like you're kind of like a real life superhero in a way. You know what I'm saying? Like people care more about you than the cops, and the cops
You
are
get
actually
dehumanized a little too.
yeah, and the cops are the ones actually kind of saving lives. But because they see us out of this box, they just go like, buku crazy and nuts. And it's not a normal feeling because it's like, I don't think we were meant to be exposed at such a
High level.
large level to where, we're omnipotent and millions of people can see us at once. Only God can do that. You know what I'm saying? So having a fraction of that, it comes with its huge side effects. And I just think, I've been really feeling it to where it's just like, I got to be careful what I say to people, who I'm talking to, who I let inside my circle. And at this point, it's kind of like, not to be cliche, but when Drake said no new friends,
Yeah.
it's like, I understand exactly what he was saying. Because now it's kind of like people, I'm like a stock, you know what I'm saying? If you know anything about stocks and trading, if you know a stock is going up, you're gonna want to ride the wave. So a lot of people are just riding the wave of the stock, but they're not really invested in the company, and they're just day traders.
Just
A day
what they
trader
can
is
get
someone
and
you
then they
can't
out.
trust. You know what I'm saying? They're hopping from Apple to Tesla to whatever is hot at the time, and I'm running into that a lot, and it's stressful because then it makes you think sometimes, it's like, damn, who can I trust? And you're kind of building yourself in this prison, but you think you're chasing freedom. But in all actuality, it's the opposite.
Mm.
You know?
I will say this though, it is a lot of burden, but like you said, it's also a lot of benefits, and you're blessed to actually even be in this position to even have that going on, because a lot of people don't have that and can't get it. You know what I mean? Like I used to say a lot, or somebody used to tell me a lot, like a smart person can play dumb, but a dumb person can't play smart. Or like a blessed person.
right.
No, for real.
Right.
Like, or like people can't have what you have at the end of the day. It comes with a lot of BS, but at the end of the day, you still have it. So, you know what I mean? Take that, a lot of this stuff, bro, I didn't mean to preach, but take this with a grain of like, this is what comes with it, this is what I want, and there's a lot of blessings that come with it as well. And I be seeing it from my outside looking in, like, yo, my guy's doing his thing. Like,
but I know behind the scenes it's probably
it's hectic. It is hectic, but it's like, I don't know. It's like a good hectic also. Like, I don't know. I feel like I'd rather have that problem than to have some of these problems out here that a lot of people are going through right now.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah,
I feel you.
Definitely. You obviously gotta. Everything's more calculated. You know.
Yeah, and the I think the more aware you are, it makes it scarier because you know what you're dealing with. Had I not been as aware as I am right now, that's what they say, ignorance is a bliss. I probably would have been able to enjoy it a little more and just party and be a little more careless. But because it's like I was like cursed with awareness that I know what I'm around. I know what this is. Like, I know this isn't permanent. I know what's really going on behind the scenes. I know I'm a commodity. I'm a Pepsi can that can talk and people just want to do business with it. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes it's kind of like, wow, these people, they really like me. But it's like, oh, I'm making the money. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like, if I wasn't making the money, they would have told my ass to kick rocks. And sometimes, you know, you forget that in business because you get so comfortable with it. You know what I'm saying?
And entertainment's so cutthroat.
It really is.
You off, and you ain't getting no checks.
It really is. It's a cutthroat business, and you know, it's a lot, man. The shit I learned about just understanding behind the scenes, it's crazy, man. It's like, it's no different from the streets.
Who you got in your corner that may keep you, I wouldn't say sane, but that keeps your perspective? And
my manager, Derek, I've been with him since I was like 18, 19. One of the smartest men I ever met. The most spiritual human being.
Shout out Derek. Was Derek the one that I met at the crib? Oh yeah, he's got his, he's smart. He's smart.
Genius, bro. Like, it's
OG
just like,
smart.
yeah, this man's discernment is just like, it's impeccable.
Shout out to him.
And what's dope is you've been with him since you was 18.
Yep.
A lot of people, and this is I'm noticing, managers, the person they started out with, when they hit, they're probably not with anymore. Like, because they may have elevated up to somebody that has that clientele, that reputation.
Yeah.
When you got with this guy, I mean, did you know him? How did like,
Nah, I was.
You don't have to go too deep into it, but
I
just
was Jay-Z's mother. Shout out to Gloria Carter and Mama Carter. We're like this. I actually haven't met Jay-Z yet, though. It's crazy. One time I was leaving the restaurant, Jay-Z and B was coming in. I was so mad. She was like, yeah, you missed it. I was like, damn it. I was like, but I was performing at her restaurant doing music, and then Derek was there, you know, scouting talent and stuff like that. And then, boom, that's where the initial spark happened. And it's like the first 2 years, it really wasn't that much about entertainment. It was about the Bible and spirituality.
prepping you for these moments now.
He was just like, we need to sharpen this. Because I was already spiritual, but it was just like, he was like, we need to sharpen this because at the end of the day, this is what's going to allow you to sustain. Because this business is cutthroat. There's so many people
that's big.
Like, they went from making $500,000 an episode at one point to where now they're struggling and scraping pennies to get by, you know what I'm saying? And there's so many people that get, you know, they get caught up in the drug life, and it's just so much. So it's like, if you're not spiritual in this business, the right kind of spiritual, because nowadays everybody, spiritual is such a
cliche.
There's a brand, spiritual gangster, you know what I'm saying? It's crazy, but I mean, I'm not the one I'm not going to judge and say you're really spiritual or you're not, whatever. If it's working for you, it's working for you.
But that's what's gotten you through the trenches.
Yeah. And that's why when I'm going through something, you know, I don't go to drugs or women as the first escape.
And that's one thing that I've noticed about you outside of just being a friend, like compared to other entertainers and people that I know in the business, you definitely have a different outlook. you're very observative, which is which I think is going to give you longevity, because you're not hasty, and you're not, we've been around some people that when we go out and turn up, they're on a different wavelength,
Right.
And I've and I obviously know you when we go out, and it's just different, and I'm like, this was gonna separate when I look on the outside in, like that's what's gonna make you last longer. Yeah. Like just in these moments right now, because I know cats that if they're in your position right now, they would be wilding.
Yeah.
Turning, you know what I'm
Is
saying?
it hard not to wild out?
No, you know what?
I don't think it is for you. I'm gonna throw that out before you answer.
Yeah, it's not, because I know the side effects. I know the consequences.
Yeah.
A lot of times people wild out because they don't understand the consequences.
Right.
But I know that my actions, you know what I'm saying? If I mess up, the consequence could be so large that it messes me up for life. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm aware of that.
You could cancel yourself in one night.
Yeah, and because of that, I'm just like, I gotta chill. I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes, you know what I'm saying? It's just like, damn.
Because there's so many people wilding out right now. I think that's the end thing to do is like be on, get rich,
and
be a celeb,
ass.
and still wild the fuck. Like, why?
I'm not gonna lie. I think about it.
Yeah.
And I'll do like my little own little wild out. You know what I'm saying?
And that's
But
not
it
it.
ain't-
Everybody has levels to that.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, we've had nights where we quote turned up, but I've seen other people when they turn up, and it's like, jeez, like, and I somewhat may have the same relationship with them, but like, I'm just like, you know what? God dang, like they get to a point where you can't even tell them nothing.
Yeah, and then that's the thing. I'm also not around, like, I'm in the business, but I ain't a celebrity. I'm a dude from the streets. You know what I'm saying? I'm cool. I'm cordial. I be out when I see people. Like, oh yeah, what's up? We having conversations. Sometimes I'm too friendly. Like one time I was on a carpet, and then this girl, I'm just having a conversation with her, and then she starts walking the carpet with me, and my publicist is like, "Who is she? Do you know her?" I said, "No." She said, "Well, why the hell is she trying to take a picture with you on the carpet, and she's walking with you?"
Jesus.
And then they moved her out, but I was like,
Trying to
I'm
get that
just
Getty.
yeah, right. But I was just being cool and friendly with her, but whatever. But I don't hang around the stars that's on like another level, because I mean, you are who you spend most of your time with. So I don't hang around that. So I hang around, the humble dudes more, like, you know what I'm saying?
Us regular folks.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like we do some cool shit. But if I started hanging around with, I think, a different crowd, it would definitely change me.
You think? Well, I know what you're saying, but when you say that, I don't think you're an easily influenced person.
I'm not. But if I hang around with them,
You slowly pick up
6
traits.
months out of the year, because I mean,
I feel what you're saying.
Yeah, because it's like, I was reading this book, and it stated it so beautifully. It was like, nature forces upon the minds of men the influences of their environment. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna conform. That is nature. There's no way you can hang around people who play basketball and you're never gonna make not one jump shot. You know what I'm saying?
Like you say, the barbershop.
Yeah, you have been making a couple more jump shots too. Maybe
Since you've been hanging out with us. You've been banging out on dudes lately.
Last time we was hooping, I was like, what the is this dude doing training like we don't know about? Like, my man went 4 for 5 easily in the first game, and I was like,
He been working out with Cliff. Shout out Cliff, man. He must be working out with Cliff.
I was at the Mamba Academy.
Yeah, something. You doing that Joe Schmo training.
I was something, because I was
but just as easily as that happens, because that's true, because y'all hoop, like, y'all whole life grew up hooping and stuff like that. But if y'all was doing, like, if y'all was in the streets, I would have started gravitating back to the streets and been guilty by association with that.
That's big.
You know what I'm saying? So I think that's why I'm big on who I spend most of my time with, because I know their energy rubs off on me. And that's how I like keep myself kind of level.
That's track. And I'm gonna keep. I'm gonna make it. Boy, you got quotes for days. Yo, Davinchi,
I read a lot.
You read a lot, and there's no problem with that. But I that's one thing. Every time we kicking, he's always got like, yo, I once read somewhere that if you do the, and it's like a whole quote, and it's something that you can apply to life. And I'm like, this nigga right here, a little encyclopedia, Webster's ass.
I'm like, nigga, you read?
Shout out to Pac for that.
Yo,
when I was studying Tupac's life when he was locked up, I was like,
reading.
he started reading a lot. So I put myself in like a prison for 2 years.
Yeah.
And I deleted all social media, and I just was reading and working out. That's all I was doing. And I just fell off of the face of the earth.
You fall off social media a lot.
Yeah, I can't stand it. If I'm not entertaining the people, I can't stand it, because it's not good for you.
And people would think, oh, he has almost 1 million followers. He's got a verification. I would just be on it. But that wears on you. That wears on the human mind.
It does. you're being exposed to certain things that it's coming at you at such an accelerated pace that is not normal. It alters how you see reality. I mean, when you're constantly seeing girls.
I was gonna add, that was
that
let's go.
We're in a great
ahead.
spot.
Let's go
When
ahead.
I'll let you finish.
When
Go
you're
ahead.
constantly seeing girls that, let me choose my words wisely because I don't want to.
On your feed, showing themselves.
That, you know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And they getting certain surgeries and stuff like that done,
Yeah.
and they look perfect.
Mm-hmm.
And on top of this perfect look, they have a filter on.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So then when you get out of that and you see a regular beautiful woman, you're just like
She looks foreign.
If you guys ever watch like 2000 hip hop videos,
Oh yeah.
the girls that we used to think was bad look
Trash.
and
I'm not gonna say y'all trash. I'm not gonna say y'all
not
trash.
trash, but
But I
They
know
look-
like-
there's
but
levels.
like, yeah,
It's
yeah,
changed.
yeah.
It's changed.
yeah, and it's just
changed.
like
It's changed.
and the only girls that can still compete, well, you know, I ain't gonna say names, because
Listen.
but it's just it's crazy. But it's like social media, it plays on that. You know what I'm saying? You're always looking and wanting.
You're looking
more,
for that,
like-
and you're never going to be happy with real life.
That's why it's very seldom that I'm ever scrolling. I'm never on the explore page. I never see what's going on. If my friend is gonna DM me something, I'm like, yo, check your DM. I'm like, bro, send it to my phone. Like, I'm not about to go on a DM and be like, damn, who's that? Like, you know what I'm saying? Start
'Cause his
looking.
DMs do go long.
I ain't gonna.
He has a
down
99
and-
plus in the request section. He doesn't
I ain't
open
do
them
that.
though.
And then TikTok is crazy too. I just be like, ooh, I ain't TikTok. they do
TikTok
whole
is
video.
that's like the back door. They try to sneak in the back door on the
Yeah,
messages
yeah,
on
right.
the TikTok. Since we're on this topic, we can go ahead and jump in. And this is open for all of us. You know, if you had to choose a time to date, would you do it in this social media era, the technology, the internet, or would you like to go back to like the 70s, 80s when things maybe you didn't? It was more exclusive. Maybe not as many options. Today, you know, you have options across the world. You can meet somebody in France, fly out and meet. You know what I'm saying? If you had to choose, do you like what we have today, or would you rather make it simple and go back in time?
I'd rather go back in time.
I'm
'Cause
with you.
this day and age is not conducive to relationships. That's why marriage is like on a divorce rates all time high. Every show out there promotes infidelity, affairs, and all this stuff. The world that we're living in is not programmed for relationships. So we're promoting relationships and say it's this good thing,
Goals
but
and shit like
TVs, movies, songs, social media,
Preach.
nothing promotes relationships. So it causes this dilemma because it's like I want this true love, but in all actuality, society
It's not gonna let you have
doesn't
it.
condone of it. So it's just a mass confusion.
That's big.
Mm.
What about you?
I'm the same way. It's just like it's a lot of thoughts out here now too. So. And you know, like you said, it's more options for us. It's more options for them. It's just like like he's kind of saying, it's the ideal. Everybody wants to go on a vacation and live it up. And I need somebody that's buying me a Birkin bag. Or I need somebody that's doing this for me. I need somebody when actuality, you actually need somebody that's gonna be with your ass when you are not on top, or you know what I'm saying, you're not getting 1,000, 10,000 likes. You need somebody like it's more important. I feel like back in the day, it was more important to stay together for some kids, or just to raise a generation of good people,
humans.
good
Yeah.
humans, than it is now. Like now, it's just like all for the gram,
Yeah,
all for the, you know what I'm saying. So
I'm with that.
And it's so hard to stay happy because it's just like when you look at the gram, it forces you to compare yourself. I don't care
or
who
compare
you
your
are,
spouse.
or compare your spouse. It just it forces you. It's just human nature.
Yeah, I'm with that. If I could choose, I'd go back in time because it was simple. And if you like somebody, they liked you, you kept it a buck. Now, it's an issue to express a feeling or express interest in somebody without being thirsty or
and there was
simp.
that's
You know what I'm
facts.
saying?
And there was sacrifice. Like you're never gonna be with somebody and be with them and be on like it be all good all the time. You're never gonna be like that in any relationship. But now it's just so easy to be like, okay, like something's going on, like I'm out.
I'm out.
But back, what our grandparents used to do is they would sacrifice and say or understand that it's bigger than
This
the
issue in
right,
these
this
5
issue,
minutes.
right? It's bigger than that. It's bigger than you know what I mean. So I just don't feel like I don't know.
It's like when you have too many options, it's not good. And this
You
day
got a
and
lot
age,
of options, Davinci.
Yeah, it's just too many. Because like if one girl or one guy pisses you off, you know what I'm saying? You're just like,
Yeah.
You got somebody in your back pocket.
Does that like affect you knowing that you have a lot of like, does that affect like how you
or maybe it affects
operate?
the person that you're talking to.
Yeah,
because
how
they're
does
like,
that? Because
they gotta walk on eggshells maybe because they're like,
what-
oh my
what-
God, he has all these others.
Yeah.
But that's the thing. Like, I would hope that the girl's secure enough, and I think that
That's
Yeah.
big. That is big.
because I don't want her to think she's walking on eggshells, because then I'm never gonna see her true self.
Mm.
Which so it's gonna make me a little reserved, because I'm gonna be sensing something like, I can't really trust her, because I can sense that, even though if I can't put my finger on it. But I think when I get involved with someone, like, I'm loyal to him, and it's just like if she's like,
All the ladies are going crazy right now. He's loyal too. Oh my god.
Nah, he's a good dude. I couldn't hang out with him if he wasn't.
Yeah.
if she, you know what I'm saying, if I really vibe with her, like, she don't gotta worry. Like, and I'm not the type of person, if I'm going through something, I'm not about to run to a girl and tell a girl. Because one is kind of like, I don't like people in my private business.
Like going off to a side girl.
Going off to a side
to
girl.
another
Yeah.
girl. Okay.
And being like, this girl, she drive me crazy. No,
Yeah,
that's,
like that's not even
That's
my
foul.
character. I wouldn't even do that.
I'm gonna be real. Even after relationships, I don't throw dirt on people's names because
Yeah.
sometimes, unless it's warranted.
Yeah.
Let me
Are you
take
sure,
that back
Joseph?
a little bit. But I try to at most, like, you know what I'm saying,
keep it
with a
cordial and
female-
civil.
Yeah, because at some point I loved you or had that feeling for you. How does it look for me to throw dirt on your name? Like, what kind of person am I? Even if you're throwing dirt on my
That
name.
shows the kind of person you like yourself. If you're out of it. So yeah, no, that's real.
Yeah.
Let's go with this next one. If you could go back and talk to your 18-year-old self, what would you tell them?
It's kind of like, don't take life that serious. Like, in the sense, wait, let me say what I mean, because it's kind of like, just have the confidence and the courage to do whatever, because at the end of the day, it really doesn't matter. It's like, if people laugh at you, it's because at the end of the day, it's just a laugh. You
Caring
know what
about
I'm
the
saying?
outside approval.
I remember one time in high school, it was this craziest thing that happened, right? We was in a game, and I was doing well in that game, and I remember we were down. And
Are we talking basketball?
yeah, and I by accidentally grabbing the rebound off of a free throw shot, I by accidentally tipped the ball in.
Into the other team's basket.
Oh my God, I was so mad. I told one of my boys, I said, look, tomorrow at school, we're gonna act like we had a bet, and I failed, and I had to do that. So that was the story that went on. That was the story that went on. But then afterwards, I was just like, you know what? It's whatever.
Yeah,
Shit
it's
happens.
light. And it's
I
gonna-
made it seem like, I was like, professionals do this.
Facts.
That's facts.
JaVale McGee. Shout out JaVale.
You know what I'm saying? But I think I was just telling myself,
Nigga, one time I caught an offensive rebound and ran the opposite way, thinking we was going the opposite way and got backcourt. So that ain't nothing, nigga. And niggas were like, yo, I'm thinking they asking for the ball. I'm like, nah, it's me, bro. Like, I have a layup. So that's nothing.
Get out
bro.
the way.
yeah, just that, and then just not to trust people so easily. Like, so I tend to give people the benefit of the doubt
That's a big one.
a
man.
lot.
That's
You know
a
what I'm
big
saying?
one.
If I'm cool with someone, I'm like, open my heart. I'm like, yo, Mikasa Sukasa, and I start trusting them and stop saying things like, don't tell anybody, but.
And they pissing in your backyard.
But then, yeah, you know, then they airing your dirty laundry, and it's just like, you know, it could be dangerous.
What would you tell yourself, Joe?
Fuck what other people think.
Ooh.
That
Straight
that
like
was a big one for
That's
me.
his Hartford
So it's
side coming out.
Yeah, no, but it's kind of like on the lines of what he was saying. It's just like I used to care a lot about what people thought about me, so I didn't actually be myself in a lot of situations. So it's just like once you kind of learn that, you can kind of have peace. Because I didn't have peace for a long time.
That's big.
I was just
Mental
saying-
and inner peace is huge.
I was just somebody that I wasn't because I cared about what people thought. So now it's just like of late I've realized like I wish I could have told myself at 18 like do what you like, do what you think
that's
is cool.
that's
do what
crazy. You
you-
say that. I'm riding the same wave as y'all because I wish I would have followed my dreams sooner because I did care about the outside looking in. Like obviously basketball was a big part of my life, but I did like entertaining and theater type stuff, but it wasn't cool.
The drama kids got made fun of.
It wasn't cool.
You was in drama, you
And
get
I was
laughed at.
like, man, but I obviously don't get me wrong, I loved basketball, but I always felt that, like you said, it just wasn't cool. The drama kids was getting dumped on. I could mimic movies and recite shit all the time, but I just never And it took me till like 24, 25 to finally just be like, you know what? F what they think. I'm going to try this. And I loved it, obviously. And then,
This is a random question. If somebody walks in a room with bad energy, does your energy change?
it doesn't change, but it definitely, like, I see it.
It changed. My mind changes. I'll just
Get more
I
into
won't-
yourself.
Yeah, I won't say much.
Yeah. Yeah, you and it's right off the back.
Because then you open up, then you start allowing that in.
Yeah,
If
it's
you
just I'll
close
get,
off,
get quiet.
that's what
Chill
I'll
in the
do.
corner. You?
Nah, I feel like lately I'm just like I don't care what anybody else's energy is. I'm gonna have my own energy. It's like I feel like the ones that actually, just to me, I just feel like the ones that are actually in control of themselves can be themselves no matter what energy is around them.
Yeah, but it definitely still affects you. So that's why I would say,
You can't. I don't want to mix with it though.
Because think of this, right? So not to be all graphic and disgusting, but it's like, okay, with a woman in their menstrual cycle, when a woman hang around a whole bunch of other women, all their periods align up.
That is true.
That's not by coincidence.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? So
Wait,
when a bunch of women get
When
together,
they get together, like,
if they're being housed for like weeks,
their
and
menstrual
months,
cycles become
their
on the
period
same.
cycles.
Man, hell no.
No,
I don't
That's the
believe
truth.
that shit.
Look it up.
Dr. Google
You know
will
what I'm
tell
talking
you.
about, right? Yeah, no, it's a
Shout
real
out to
thing.
Joey from Third
So
Wheel. It is true.
It's different ways that when you're with another person, you guys exchange energies. So a lot of times I used to think out of ego, like, yo, I can hang around whoever and
It's
this
not
person's
gonna
not going
affect
to
you.
rub off on me. That's not true. That's not how nature works. And in every level of life, you see it. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I just be like, if I'm around someone that I can't stand their energy, it's probably because of for work. And I'm like, after this, I am out.
Yeah.
I am out.
You
because-
didn't know that. You stuck.
Yeah.
I'm stuck.
That happens.
Yeah,
Ask
like
one
my
of your
mom,
ex-girls
like, not to be
like
like
that.
again, my mom and my sister, like things like yeah, like
They
roommates
lying.
in college. I don't know if you ever paid
like the
attention.
volleyball team, the girls
Yeah, they
basketball
would be
team,
on the
all I'm
same-
like, damn, y'all all going off in the same. No,
And
let me
that's
chill,
it
let
is,
me-
bro.
Y'all all got these dumb ass attitudes right
like
now.
today, like this time of month, it's like don't go over there.
One more of these, man, and we'll get a little deeper. Like, what is the best compliment you've ever received?
Are you asking me? I
Anybody,
think
both of
Davinci
us.
should go first.
That's a good
Yeah,
one.
both of us. Both of y'all, all of us.
I think when people, when older people acknowledge that I'm not like the typical millennial my age, I think that is one of,
'Cause
because
a
it
lot
was
of
like
y'all are dumb.
my hard work in the privacy of my home is finally like the public is starting to see it and people are acknowledging that, and I think it's a good reward because it's kind of like, yeah, you know, I've worked so hard. So when people, you know, they're complimenting you on that, it's kind of like, yeah, he's like, you better. Nigga. Now I'm playing. Now I'm playing, but it's like, you know, it's like, it's what's up. It's like, wow, you're being rewarded for, you know, something that you really worked hard for.
Feels good. What about you?
Because
Joe?
working on yourself is the hardest thing in the world.
Facts. You can always give good advice,
You
but
could
it's hard.
you could
it's hard to
always
apply
work
it.
to be a better basketball player, a better actor, a better musician. Work on yourself.
Yeah.
And actually, that's difficult.
That's true. What was the question again?
What's the best compliment you ever received?
I think it was from myself.
Mm.
I don't think it was from anybody else. And it was just like,
You see yourself.
yeah, like you're worthy of what you want.
Ooh.
That's me. It's just like, I enjoy other people complimenting me or anything, but I fight myself more than I fight anybody else. So when I can actually be happy with myself and be proud of myself, those are the biggest times for me.
That's big. That's
good.
I rock with that. I would just say probably, and a shout out to my mom when people are like, yeah, you were raised right.
That's a good one.
You were raised right. Don't get me wrong, that doesn't make me perfect. But again, to our millennial generation, I
You
think
do take your shoes off before you come to my house. So yeah, you was raised right.
I do feel like, again, like I said, I'm not perfect and I'm not trying to gloat on myself, but I feel like compared to the average millennial, I do go about things a certain way. I still say, and maybe it's just from where I was raised, I was like, yes, ma'am, yes, sir, shit like that. And that's obviously kind of coming up in the South, but probably you were raised right, you know. We can trust you, you know. That doesn't mean I'm the hardest worker. Sometimes I can be lazy. I got lazy traits. I'm not perfect, but it would be that. But let's
Can we get into some?
let's get some spicy shit.
Yeah, some like ratchet talk. No.
Listen,
Some
Davinci,
spicy-
I saw
some spicy shit.
I saw that one time you were catching a little flack off of a tweet you said, and it was like you said something like, by looking at my messages, you know, I could see that Martin Luther King's dream came true.
Martin Luther King.
Martin Luther King's dream came true, and when I hear that, I'm thinking
He's got
there's
black, white.
there's multiple races are coming to get everyone's liking everybody.
Right.
You got hit with he only likes white girls.
Yeah.
That was the first thing, and it came from predominantly black women.
Yeah.
I have this thing where, why is it an issue for a black man to date outside his race, but there's times when black women will not look outside. They're only stuck to one. Like, you kind of see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, why do you think you catch that flack? And it might be a sensitive time because of what we're going through in these current times, but I'm just curious. You know, because I like all types of, it doesn't matter what you are. It's about the person. Obviously, the physical attraction reels you in at 1st. You know, my track record of talking to people, I've not lived in I have not lived in places with a heavy African American population. You know, but that doesn't mean that I'm not.
So what you're saying is you never dated a black girl.
Yeah. No, I could say that, but it doesn't mean that I think of.
And
them
why is that, Kevin?
Because where I lived, it just wasn't prevalent like that.
I went to where you went. No, I'm playing.
Like, and I have and it's no, I have a black grandmother, I have a black sister, I have black cousins, aunts. There's no, but you catch that as maybe being an entertainer. Maybe it's why you catch it more.
Yeah, I think
I know you probably see it because when people look at me, they don't necessarily think that you're black. They look at it, you know what I'm saying. So some people may give you a pass, but do you feel that pressure from
100%. I think one is like the fact that it was a lot of, you know, African American girls that came after me. I think it's because they're projecting their insecurities on me, and they're like, I want a man like XYZ, and then
but he likes.
And they just took that out of something that didn't even mean that, you know. But I think it stems from, one, black girls are feeling like they're super loyal to their man, which they are. And then it's like, we're not doing the same.
Some of them, Joe.
Some of them.
And they're like,
not just black, but just
any women.
whatever.
And they're like, we're not doing the same back for them. And we're not giving the same loyalty back. And then kind of like how I was saying earlier, I think some people feel as if like, when you date outside of your race, especially like if it's a white girl, it's like if the black person is successful, which, you know, means, you know, he has notoriety, he got a little money in his pocket, whatever. When something happened to you, everything you worked for go to that woman. And she belongs to the white community. Her community don't need help anymore. You know what I'm saying? Instead of taking that and keeping that in the black community to where it's stronger if it's two black people, you know what I'm saying? It could help build a community. It can help the kids out. It could help, you know what I'm saying? And I think sometimes it's like black girls are angry because of that. And some people
Would you marry a white woman?
My track record is only black girls. I'm gonna throw that out there before someone says something like, "Well, he said something like, okay." But I have dated a white girl before when I was 17. You know, and I went to a predominantly white high school. So, but if I don't discriminate, so it's just like if that's what I need to, not to be cliche, to complete me or whatever.
That's what hits you in your spirit, in your mind.
Then I'm all for it. But
You're not convincing me that you would right now. You're kind of giving the energy like,
no. I'm definitely not opposed to it because I don't. My parents aren't racist. I didn't grow up in a racist environment, so it's kind of like me. It's kind of like I don't care what color you are. If I rock with you, that's it.
That's it.
And I guess that's
what it matters.
That's my thing because
and I just haven't found a white girl that I clicked with.
Yeah.
We hear so much about racism, and let's break the divide. But when we break the divide, you get backlash for it. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What's up, Joe?
What's up, Joe?
What's up, Joe?
I'm torn on this issue, man.
Speak to it.
Why is that, Joseph?
Because it's like I've been my whole life. My mom always said, "Who you love is who you love." I don't care what color she is. But at the end of the day, it's just like
sex he is.
I've always prided myself to
She ain't
say
say
like,
that part.
huh?
She ain't say that part.
What?
She ain't like what gender he is either. He or she.
Nah, she definitely didn't say that. She didn't want me bringing that. I love my. Yeah. All right. Let's leave that
I'm
one.
gonna
Up.
spit this coffee.
Yeah, might have to cut that. Might have to cut that part out.
Yeah. I like women. So what I'm trying to say is like, at the end of the day, it's like I've been so long. I've been feeling like I needed a black woman, and then it's like it's actually not necessarily true.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? It's like sometimes it's just like you said. You don't know which God has a plan for you that does not free. Like it doesn't matter what your plan is. You know what I'm saying? So
Talk.
whatever is in store for me is in store for me, and I'm not closed-minded. I'm open to it.
Because I was gonna, go ahead.
Preferably my will, like I would want a black woman, but that doesn't mean that I have to, because some of y'all black women is not about that. A lot of right now, like it's just like I feel like that. It's just like y'all. I'm not gonna get into it.
But I see what you're saying, because if you have that if you're only looking here, your blessing could be over here.
Right.
Yeah, and if I honestly, if you're smart, articulate, you know what I'm saying? I don't care what you look like.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Wait, what? No, you care about a look. She has to be attractive.
Attractive. Yeah,
oh,
but he's
you
saying
don't care what skin,
the skin
right,
color.
okay.
Yeah.
But even with looks too, like as in like if she's honestly, I don't even want someone that's a dime, because that's a headache, bro.
Stressful,
Bro. That is
but
a
you don't
headache.
want someone that's like a 4.
I don't care what she looks like.
The fuck.
Not, but you know,
Stop it.
but obviously you know it got to make sense.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean, you
it
gotta
has
be,
to match.
You gotta make sense.
You have to be attracted to
Don't
him.
like find someone on the street that you know what I'm saying. To where you're just like, Davinci, would you? I'm like, come on, bro.
No.
I don't even add up.
Yeah.
No, wow.
Yeah.
But you
you know what I'm saying? Like, yo.
but you gotta. It's a.
But I don't look
because
for like
there's
the
very attractive people that are garbage mentally and spiritually.
Yeah.
And
A
it's like
lot of
it's
them
like talking
are.
to a table
Because their whole life's been predicated on their looks
and how they look. Exactly.
So
And
it's
they've
like
had
they never developed a mind. It's kind of like athletes. No disrespect to athletes. So when you're a star athlete, right?
Mm-hmm.
You get a pass on everything in high school, in middle school, in college, and everything. You never develop a brain. This is why
Or social skill,
social skill. This is why a lot of them they make it to the league and whatever, and they go off. They get their money, they blow it, and
Act like assholes.
It gotten so bad to where they put people in positions to like hold some of the athletes' money for retirement now because they weren't smart enough. They never dealt with this. They don't think, they don't have financial aptitude. They don't come from those families and cultures because their whole life been predicated on basketball or football, this sport. It's just like a pretty girl. Like I talked to some athletes, some nice athletes. I ain't gonna hold you. They talented on the court.
Yeah.
But outside of town, like, yo, boy, if you didn't have basketball,
What would you have?
you would,
I know people like that that thought they had
you
those
know what I'm
super dreams in
saying?
college.
And that's why there's rare ones
now
like
it's-
you got the LeBron James. LeBron James is actually smart. He got a good team. You got the Steph Currys, you know what I'm saying? But you don't see them as much. And just like in the rap game and the entertainment, you got the Drakes. Drake is smart. Hove is smart. But you don't see that with every rapper.
Very true.
You know what I'm saying? So a lot of the talented people or good-looking people, that one thing has gotten them so far in life, and they don't have social skills.
Really, as a person,
So that's why, to me, it's like when people think I go after like the baddest, that is the complete opposite. When I see the baddest of the baddest, I turn my back towards them. I'm like, oh, nah, like I know you're a whole headache, and your ego is probably crazy,
Especially now.
and you're so infatuated about how you
with
look.
the social media
Eagles
environment
are at
era.
an
It's-
all-time high.
You say one thing that pisses her off, and
You
it
know
will
what I'm saying?
holler.
Like, it's like- and then I can't, and I feel like, I'm not saying this is all beautiful girls, by the way. This is not. But some, you know what I'm saying? It's like, it's a lot of maintenance to keep up with that. You know what I'm saying? The amount of attention that she craves, I don't got enough hours in the day to give that.
6-pack, 6 figures.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's kind of like, dang. And then it's a lot.
Yeah, it's a war on these beautiful girls right now. We not rocking with y'all. Because y'all got OnlyFans.
Oh, this OnlyFans thing's
Showing
crazy.
you a little...
OnlyFans
little-
has become a new source of income.
Yeah,
Like,
I just found out about that a couple months ago.
bro,
I
that
was like,
is
what?
crazy.
Yeah.
Now, would you date a girl with OnlyFans?
No.
Or that maybe when you met, she had one and she deleted it.
I could date one, but I couldn't really take one serious, so...
I couldn't take a girl serious. She had OnlyFans. I've heard people like, oh, I just post my foot, or I just post in bathing suits. I don't care. You're
Well, if you post
you're
your-
monetizing off of
Yeah.
people looking for sexual, like, you know what I'm saying?
I don't think it's bad.
Mm-hmm.
But for what I want, I don't want that.
You don't want it.
Could you date someone that used to be a hoe?
I don't think you can turn a hoe into a housewife.
No.
I'm starting to believe. I don't think people can change.
If she,
Damn, you don't think no one can change?
No.
I think people change.
if when you met her, she left that game alone and quit the associations, wanted to have a new start. Think about this: we were all a different person at one time.
If it's on her own accord, I think if it's on her own will
like,
to
you're
change,
not having to force it.
yeah. If it's not me having to instruct certain parameters,
Yeah,
where it's
okay.
like, all right, you
Yes.
can't go to this section
Yes,
of the
yes,
house.
yes,
you
yes,
can't
yes,
hang out
yes.
with these
He
boys.
said, "Go to this section."
Yes.
now.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, no, I'm playing. Chill.
You know, I feel
Yo,
if you don't have, if
you
you
gonna
don't,
get shit for that.
You better not be in that basement, girl. I'm telling you right now.
I know you're down to do
You
it.
know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's how. Because some guys are like that. You know what I'm saying? Like they wife up someone who belongs to the streets, and then they're trying to give her a curfew. They're trying to give this and that, and it's like at this point, it's kind of like, yo.
So if she messed with the whole football team, but she said, you know what, I'm different.
Christ.
I'm different right now.
No.
And I'm on a different
Did you
level.
go to that school where the football team was at?
Wait, are any of the football players in the NFL?
Or your friend, like, bro, there's a lot of things to it. But again, if she
hit the homies, let's say you got 5 friends and she hit all 5 of them.
no.
But listen,
No,
let me
no,
finish.
no.
Let me
Alright, go
finish.
ahead.
Let me finish. This was
You
like
don't
in
even
high
have
school.
to at this
This was
point.
like in high. So your answer is no.
it's a damn no for me.
But no, finish.
I can't know anybody that you mess with, and they can't be like my friends. So like,
Really?
if you're
Definitely.
if you're 2 of the 5, hell no.
Like I'll tell you this.
Even two of the 5.
no,
I-
bro,
I'll tell
because
you what.
you know something that I want to be exclusive. Now, if I don't know your ass, that's cool.
So you're okay with going to another city and wifing a joint that was a hoe, but you just don't know
But
these
and
dudes.
she stopped,
And you're
she-
walking
but
down the
wait,
street and dudes is
she
like,
cut
oh,
those
wow, he's
associations
with
off.
her?
That's what I'm saying. She has to have cut those associations off.
Would you want to know about her past?
No,
I
'Cause
know.
it's gonna-
I ain't
it's
gonna
Nowadays,
front.
I don't want to know.
I
about
don't
your
because
past.
I'm already judging. you.
No. But sometimes I feel like
I kind of
it's
do
a
still.
it's a reason why we have a past and we have the ability to remember the past. And I think that's because we gotta learn how to move forward in the future. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a reason why certain high level jobs, they do a thorough background check. That is a reason for that. So honestly, I think I have worked too hard for everything I got here. And knowing how so many men, their empires fall down overnight because of a girl. And I'm not trying to bash girl because it could be the same way. A guy can cause everything a girl
Facts.
worked for
Yep.
to go left. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the feminists out there. I love the woman. I think I'm more of a feminist than feminists are.
He is.
I support women so much, so don't get it twisted. But I feel like I work too hard for me to just blindly go into a situation and be like, I don't care about her past.
I mean, you got to
do
know,
that. You
but
can't
I'm
do
talking
it.
about
I
like
respect
I'm
that,
talking
though.
about
I can't
sexual interaction and who's
I
her
mean,
body. I don't want
I
to
ain't gonna
know.
front. I
As
ain't
long
gonna-
as you don't have a kid, you don't have no STDs, and you've cut those associations off.
But
You know
I
what I'm
kind of want to know like how much like a little like how many relationships you've been. You kind of want
You
to know
can
what
ask
you.
that, but like the whole body count thing, like that's gonna mess with your head. Relationships. When was your last ex? That's regular. How many relationships? Because then
Would you
want to
know if she cheated on her ex?
No, because I think people can change.
So you're on the opposite side because you're saying that, all right, I met you and I liked you for this.
yes,
And as long as you show me this, I don't care about your past.
because if you're willing to, if she's made an honest change, I'm gonna give you that because, bro, think about it, we've all changed in some way.
How could you say that and then say if she hit one of my friends, it's over with?
Because, bro, your
No,
friends.
I get no that. If I like,
I don't
even,
get that.
So you'd be
if,
cool with
even
that?
if Joe, if you
No,
told
I'm gonna
me,
be real. If a shorty hit one of my friends, bro, and it was a while ago, and I felt like, okay, well, she's
Joseph,
You're not, no, bro.
you would be cool with
couldn't.
that.
We
I'm
couldn't keep
I'm
doing
gonna
this
be
show
honest.
if it was a girl that no, you couldn't.
So if it was a girl that I messed with like 3 years ago,
Hell no.
and you
No.
with her now,
Well, listen.
All right, let's see.
see, it's levels to this shit. Because when you say mess with, did you just hit her one night, or were you in a relationship?
No,
Just
y'all
hit her.
See,
had-
now if you was in a relationship with someone, I
you
never
were-
no,
you
just-
were in her goodies.
just a fling. Just
It
a
was just
fling.
like a one night. We went to the club.
Nah, not one night because I don't do one nights. So
no,
it's
I'm just
better,
saying
like,
per
it's
se.
better.
Like let's say
Joey, how
It's
much
gonna
time
be
we
a
got?
7-day all exclusive
We
vacation.
good? 15, cool.
all right.
Yeah, I know.
No,
Bro.
I'm different.
So but like,
I'm
and we
different.
could still be friends.
Well, that's okay. Hold on.
That's
Hold
what
on.
I'm saying.
You're moving too fast here. All
Like,
I'm
can
saying
we play
is
2K and laugh and chill?
all I'm saying is this.
Hey, is Shorty making that food? Hey, Shorty making that pasta? Well, that pasta used to be good. Well, back.
Yeah, right. Like, oh, did she do the
you're
little
bringing
thing
it to the
that I
worst
like?
level. You're bringing it to the worst level. All I'm saying is like, if I went to school with somebody and we were kind of cool, and I knew you, and I knew he hit you, and then
Kind of cool.
yeah, like I'm not saying like we were best friends. I'm just saying like if I knew people that smashed you, but I saw that like change in you, and I legitimately believed that I wouldn't have a problem with it.
And it's
No,
not like
but,
your
but
core.
what we're saying, he's not answering us.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're trying to say if like one of our core like
if-
and it was
yeah.
like and you was
That's
smashing
what
him.
I'm
It was a
considering my
fling
friends.
4 years ago before we were even cool.
4 years is a long time, bro.
Before, and he's like, oh, you talk, yo, I'm gonna just keep it real with you. Like, I hit back
I
in
used
the
to
day.
hit that.
No, because
No.
we go
It's
on.
over?
We go to the
Because-
beach. We
so-
go to the beach. She's in a bikini. He knows what she looks like in certain ways. That
Yeah.
I
Bro,
want
I'm
to
gonna be
and then-
real
and
with
then-
you.
and
I'm
then
gonna be
what if
real with
you-
you. It's a lot of niggas that
It's that, but I don't know
how
them.
you.
And I don't know
Yeah, but
them.
you don't know them, so it's not a.
And how do I know
It's
them?
not that close, but it's like, so would you feel comfortable venting to me about your girl? You're like, yo, I hate when she did it. I'm like, yeah, she used to do that to me too.
Oh my
And
God.
you know what I'm
Nah,
saying?
nah, that's
And you're
crazy.
and you're hanging
Y'all
out in
talking
groups.
crazy.
And you're
I'm
hanging
not
out
gonna
in
be
group
like, yo,
settings.
bro, like, man, I like when she get on top. Yeah, man, I used to like that. She used to- no, I'm just saying that's some cornball
No,
shit.
but but
All I'm
but
saying
that
is-
could come out.
it's
That
in
could
the
come
back
out
of
in
his head.
conversation though. Sometimes,
All
like,
I'm saying
you
is,
could be venting about her.
Hold on. There is a difference between a promiscuous lady and then a lady that made a mistake. Like, we make mistakes too, bro. Like, I'm not saying I don't want a girl. Like, sometimes, like, I might have slept with a girl's friend, but that don't mean that I can't take this girl serious and leave that girl alone. So I wouldn't want her to be like, nah.
And that's
that
her,
happens all
and
the
that's her
time.
decision to make.
That happens all the time where a girl be like, nah, you mess with my friend, I'm not
Yeah.
messing with you. But what I'm saying is that doesn't mean we couldn't have found real love.
So like, so
You're right.
Would you feel some type of way? Like, let's say you was going to a game, like you was coaching a game or something like that, and then your girl was like, "Oh yeah, I'm going to Joe's game, and oh, Davinchi, I could just pick you up and we could just ride together."
No, see, that's different.
But you see, but if I didn't have that baggage with her, you wouldn't care. See what I'm saying? That's why I just think it's problematic to do. Like, problems are inevitable in life, bro.
Yeah.
But you barking up a tree that just have certain
Bro,
levels of
Y'all
problems.
are
Wow.
creating some wild ass scenarios.
No, but that
you're
can
not gonna
happen.
pick-
No, that can happen.
But listen,
Yeah.
I consider my friends my core people. So
Yeah,
y'all like,
like-
if she's hit my core people, it's not happening. It's not.
So, all right, is there a limit? Like you said, core.
Yeah.
What about?
Now outside that next layer, then
That
it depends
next-
on the time. Then it depends on the time.
And
And
that's
even
what I'm
my
saying.
and,
Wait,
and
what?
even my relation.
What?
So like outside of my core four, maybe you have like another group of friends that you just kind of when you see them in passing, it's all good. Hey, what's up, bro? You been good? Cool,
Yeah.
cool. But you don't really kick it.
You
like
might have
that.
went to school with
Now
them,
it
but you ain't.
depends on how long ago that was, and do they still have a relation?
See, I'm the type of person, I ain't gonna lie. Like, this is probably toxic masculinity. And I ain't gonna front. I'm gonna be honest. We all have it, and there's toxic femininity too. But I feel like I just don't want to know. Like, I don't want to be. There's too many humans in the world for me to just be dapping one of your exes up.
Yeah, it's,
You know what I'm saying? I just don't want to know, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because you could be in a
Yeah,
room
I
and then
agree.
a certain looks. You know what I'm saying? It could just.
I agree with you on that, but I just feel like, you know, a lot of times women are a lot smarter than the average man, and a lot of times you be dapping up a nigga that did do that, and you don't even know, bro.
Would you
So-
want to know?
But like,
No, but
do they have a
would
relation? Like,
no,
that's-
but I would respect, honestly, like I would respect more that you said, bro, I used to hit her.
Well,
So now,
yeah.
now I know at the end of the day, like,
my
you're
core.
not hiding anything from me.
Yeah.
Like, I know what happened. You know what I'm saying? Vice versa is like, so next question. Let's say your boy wife's a joint, right? And you hit her like 3 years ago, 2 years ago.
Do you
Do
tell
you
him?
tell him?
Yes.
Your main guy.
Yes, I'm
100%.
telling you when y'all
No,
start
but no,
talking.
wait.
the
Can
other
I just the context? He's really involved with her. Like, he really loves this girl.
bro. When
Even more the
when-
reason for me to
yes,
tell him.
When y'all first started talking, I'm gonna let you know.
Yeah,
you're
like,
yo,
yeah.
look at it. Look at this girl I just.
I'm
talked-
like, oh, that's
bro.
Oh, that's what's the face
No,
for?
but no. All right.
She's from the
let's
Bronx.
say. Let's say.
I'm like, yeah, I know.
She wear
her.
Tim's. Hey, yo, B. I'm telling you. Like I said, my core. Now, if it was a cat that's outside that next tier of my core, and I don't really interact with you, and I'm gonna stop really interacting with you, so I don't make
Even.
you uncomfortable.
even more. Yes.
So I don't make you uncomfortable, and I'm not gonna bring no issues that way. Cool. Hey, it was nice knowing you. If you really need something, like cool, but I'm not. But like my core type people, I'm letting you know, and if you've messed with them, I can't.
Cause it's kind of like, and I remember, Pac said this. He was like in an interview. He said, "When bitches get horny, niggas die," right? And he was saying it because it's kind of like when girls are messing with two guy friends and playing and choosing. The guy's gonna get. Someone's gonna kill someone. You know what I'm saying? When it's so, it's like I would. Exactly. So I would rather me and my guys beef and get mad over something that have nothing to do with a woman.
2K.
To where there's not. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Or
I feel you.
You said something and I'm like, yo, bro, why would you? And then but if it's like a woman that's the root of it, and there's feelings involved, bro,
it's different.
A lot of things happen in the name of love. You know what I'm saying? People kill people all the time, and they say, "I love them."
And that's another reason
so I don't play with that.
I kind of am with y'all on like telling your person, but also there's a lot of simp ass niggas out here. So you tell them, like, I'm not gonna say the name of this person, but there's been a situation where I saw his girl doing something that she shouldn't have been doing, right? And I told him about it.
As I would have.
Right, exactly, because that's my guy. That's my guy. And then it backfired. Like, he got mad at me saying that, oh, I'm trying to, like,
hate on
this situation.
I'm looking out for your stupid ass.
Right. So all I'm saying is that type of stuff with some ignorant motherfucker can get dicey. It can get dicey, but you just gotta have a good relationship, and that's all I know.
You gotta have good friends around you that's gonna keep it real. Cause what if you didn't tell? If you got somebody that was like, I ain't about to say shit, and then they just hanging, and y'all all hanging out all the time, and he's looking at her like, I done been there.
That's even worse.
That's foul. That's foul.
Would you be okay with your boy and the girl just never saying anything about it?
No, I wouldn't.
Oh,
if I found out,
you would rather one of them tell you. And who would you rather tell you first?
Him.
Your girl or the guy?
Him. Because who are you cool with first?
If the guy. I feel like if the girl, but let's say you're in love with the girl, you bring her around the guy and she doesn't say
But
nothing.
actually the guy should initially tell you in the beginning because it takes time for you to even fall in love.
Yes, exactly. That's what I'm saying.
So that is true, but there is situations where, you know what I'm saying, you don't necessarily get to say, bro, or you don't necessarily get to see like they're starting to like each other.
Bro, y'all have both showed me girls that like I'd start talking or I liked or she's cute, whatever. I have that's that time for me to be like, you know, if that was the situation.
Let's say you didn't get a chance to, like, so like, let's say I was internet talking to someone and I didn't tell you, right? And I'm like,
and then
you fell in love because usually love takes like 6 months to a year.
First time y'all come around in person,
you can fall in love with somebody in a month.
The first dinner date or gathering we have, and
yo,
I'm gonna tell you not right there. I'm gonna tell you afterwards.
But let's say I was boasting like, bro, I got this girl, bro. I think she's the one.
For me, it doesn't matter. I gotta be real with you because my loyalty is to you.
Because just like the other day, I was chilling with my friend, and she brought this girl that one of my boys told me that he was just like, oh yeah, I'm kind of talking to her. And I remember when me and him was hanging out, I was like, dang, she's cute. Who's that? And he was like, oh, that's someone, you know, I'm kind of talking to. I was like, oh, bet, cool, off guard, right? Because we got kind of at the same type. But all I was saying was that she's cute. But anyway, I saw her randomly we were all like working out or whatever. And I was just like, oh, snap. And I hit my boy. I was like, yo, bro, I'm just letting you know, like, that, like, you know what I'm saying? My friend got cool with her. And he was like, oh, no, it's cool. I ain't even. I'm like, no. I'm just letting you know. Like, because I know.
Off my conscience.
Because I know people can say, oh, yeah, it's cool. But it's just like, no, I want you to know just in case something happened. And then it's just like, nah, Davinci wasn't trying to snoop in and make it. Nah, I wasn't trying to do it. There's too many girls in the world.
Got 5? Cool. Yeah, that's. Listen.
This is some good conversations. I'm not gonna lie. I just say it's not as clear cut as you. Like, I'm not saying that I wouldn't say something or I would. I'm just saying, like, a lot of situations don't come as clear cut as we would think they do, and it's a lot of reactions that come with there's a lot of stuff that comes with that. You know what I'm saying? So I just feel like
I would tell you
sometimes
guys, I would not let.
I would tell you
because I would tell you, and I would want to know. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
and, I would want to know. ASAP.
And as far, but like, again, if you say a situation, I meet her in New York and I don't know, nobody knows her, and I'm not gonna I'm only gonna know what she's shown me. You know what I'm saying? Because if I start trying to do background checks and I start hearing stuff, it already taints my image of you. You know what I'm going into it, and that's not necessarily fair to her. Because what if she's like, I used to fuck around, but man, I'm trying to do right because he's a good person. I want to do right. So let me elevate. You see what I'm saying?
What I was getting to before, I was like, there's a lot of women that they'll treat you how you're supposed to be treated, and they treat other people.
That's just one thing in your past that I just wouldn't want to.
Yeah, and the past definitely. You know, sometimes when we're younger, we're not that smart, so we do stupid shit.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So I get that, but it's just like there's certain stupid shit I just can't look over. You know what I'm saying? Just like for instance, like I'm sure there's certain things that a girl would not tolerate if a guy told her. And he was like, I'm like, what if a guy is just like, yeah, you know, back in my party days, you know, I date raped like a few girls.
Jesus.
And the girl found out about that, and he's like, I'm a changed man now.
She's off him.
She's probably just off him completely at that point. And I feel like I have some of those, like a few things like that with girls where it's just like, if I find out certain things, I think
I'm with you on that.
There's a couple red flags.
There's definitely red flags. There's definitely red flags.
And sometimes the cool thing about life is that a person don't even have to tell you about their past. But if you study them well enough, you're going to know their past. Because when a person opens their mouth, they let you inside their heart. Damn. Even how they joke, how they laugh, what they eat, what they do. So sometimes I don't need to go snooping. A lot of problems, like whenever I'm in a relationship, shit will just surface itself, and I don't even have to go looking.
Does that drive you crazy?
God for that, huh?
Does that kind of drive you crazy, though?
When certain surface itself?
No, not certain stuff, but that you have that capability. Because that's like, to me, it's like, I kind of feel the same way. It's like, it's hard to find someone when you really can tell a lot about, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just like, I see flaws quick, and I see a lot, like, I'm never satisfied. So I kind of hate that about myself.
I hate that as well, but we have to remember, as humans, none of us is perfect.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? We got to constantly remember
if she
that.
was a hoe, but none of us are.
No,
the only thing is just a friend thing. That's just a friend thing.
It depends. Like, was she like a WAP, make it drop? That's a
listen.
Like, was she like that type
where we at? We at 2 minutes? About 2 minutes? 30 seconds? 3 minutes? Yeah,
I
man.
got Joey sticking with us. I think that convo.
Yeah. Nah, we listen, and we can go on the WAPs. Listen, I'm gonna just throw this out there because I've been wanting to say it. We can't ride the fence on talking about beating down certain women and degrading women, but our favorite song is WAP, and we like to have, or we expose ourselves on OnlyFans, and we twerk upside down on every video on our stories, and love the songs that degrade women themselves coming from women. But then you want to ride for them in certain situations.
I think that's counterintuitive for feminists.
Yeah, I'm just like I said. That's just something that I feel. I just had to get that off my chest.
That applies to a lot of stuff.
But they say though, it's because for so long women haven't been able to express themselves as men can. So now they want to freely be able to talk about sex and show this.
And if a man made a song, a male version of WAP, I wouldn't listen to it.
No. But men do that all the time.
Yeah.
Like listen, Lil Baby.
No.
When he was like, if she's sucking on my dick,
I guess I can't say that. I listen to R&B and music does that, but like it's really it's just man that's that. Anyways,
honestly, when girls see this, they're gonna be like, he's being sexist.
Yeah, I'm not being sexist.
Because men talk about that all the time.
It's just how you're defending certain things. It just some things don't add up to me.
But I think
it's just a question mark I have.
I think if you want to gain respect, you shouldn't do it by promoting so much sex.
Yeah.
Like if I want people to respect, like for instance, like, okay, I mean this. Ooh, this is treading dangerous waters. Like, I went to the gay pride thing, right? I went there. I supported. You know, I have friends gay, whatever. But the amount of sex that was promoted there, and the men in speedos and stuff like that. I mean, if you're marching for a movement, I mean, if Martin Luther King was in a speedo saying, hey, we want equal rights, I don't think he would be conveying his message.
Like, what's it about?
You know what I'm saying? So when I saw that, all I said, I just think there's a different way you guys can do it.
That's one thing I wanted to say too. I have nothing against.
I have nothing against gay people.
Gay women.
Shout out my manager Josh.
Shout out my agent Nick. You know what I'm saying?
I'm just saying, like, it's not. That's not what we're saying. It's just maybe it's sexualized.
I just think when you sexualize a strong message that you're trying to get across,
Yeah.
it dilutes it. It defeats the purpose. Like, I mean,
exactly.
you guys want equal rights, but then when I'm looking at make it drop, that's a wop, and a woman, you guys are like being naked basically on TikTok. And it's just like, yo.
That's like a gay guy that comes in a room and all he's talking about is, ooh, I want some dick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, my problem isn't that you're gay. My problem is that you're just overdoing it at this point.
Yeah,
Like, my guy, like,
because I don't come in the room saying I'm trying to clap ass.
Exactly.
I know, right?
That's
like,
the
where's
one
the
thing that
cheeks? Where the
kills me.
cheeks?
Yeah, we're just, you know.
Yeah. So I've
That's
been in that
the only thing I have.
situation.
That's the only, and I have issues with guys that talk about it about women.
Oh,
that
yeah,
way.
absolutely.
exactly,
Like, if I'm with a guy friend that every time we're out, he's just looking like, damn, who's that there? I'm like,
Look
yo,
at
bro,
them, look
chill.
at that butt,
like,
look
with
at
you
those
on
boobs.
that.
chill.
it's
Like,
too
yo, what's
much,
your DMs
bro.
looking like? Yo, bro, you get naked picture, bro. Look at my Snapchat. I'm like, yo, bro, I don't hang around guys like that because it's like, I'm not trying to see that.
Yeah,
24/7.
And it goes both ways. I don't want to hear it, but I think sometimes when you have an issue with it on that end, it looks like you're hating, and it's not it. The sexualization part of it is too much for me.
Right.
I'm going both ways.
I'm with you on that.
But yo,
Great episode.
great
man. We talked
episode.
about some stuff.
Davinci, thank you for coming through.
Yeah.
This is like barbershop talk. Like,
Right.
Yeah.
this is like when we.
Try not to get canceled talk.
Yeah, yeah. We appreciate everybody that's listening. Make sure you subscribe, follow at Davinci. It's at the bottom of the screen. You probably already follow him. So
Facts.
whatever. Joe Schmo Training, Kev B. Chandler.
Yeah.
It's been good, man.
It's been great.
Yeah, I appreciate y'all, man. Thanks for having me.
It's
man.
been
This
real.
is dope.
Tune in to All American Season 3.
Oh, yeah, right.
Catch him. And he's got some
Yeah.
other moves coming up. We're not going to talk. There's a lot of NDAs on
Yes,
that.
sir.
So.
But,
You're not a
yeah.
guest anymore. Anytime you try to come up, he's like our recurring.
Yeah, because
I
we
know,
want.
right?
I want to go
Big
deeper
little
into.
brother with the
I wanna,
quotes.
Yeah, I want to go into this deeper conversation what we were kind of on
Right.
towards the end, and
Yeah.
it was getting hot.
Right.
It was hot.
right.
But thank y'all for tuning
I
in.
hope
It's
we
your boy
ain't say nothing
Kev.
crazy.
No, we didn't. We didn't. You know, it's just logical talk. But it's your boy Joe.
We got Davinci in the
Subscribe.
building.
Yo.
Yeah.
This is the lab. We out.
We out.